When we contest, I was if I've been making community mobilization, I'm looking was plenty issues were affecting all Mary, especially Mary, na pingi Mary inside Lojuaka province. Where all people issues kind of some drug, na alcohol, kind of some so we feeling was inside the community, don't like Mary and we plan to feel safe inside the community. And no peace inside the community where we live na family. Another person that too, I'm looking most all government or some basic services. I'm no go reach me to role play online lo community. Awesome so lo mi lo sana mi mage mouse to America and so we can access mo this kind service when we supposed to access in kind of some example water supply. So mi pa stalo valley no gagwara so time mi pa pini meri lago si wara. And the bloom we place na mi plago iga danger na melo this lab. So mi loko mo some every bloom Mary facing no got complement by addressing this issue where work like in Mary.
So, which means also there is main leadership at the community level, but not much being done for addressing women issues.
Yes. Awesome. So that's why mi loko mo some suppose iga sample road where essa Mary mi make mouse to Mary na amigo kisim this la position. Ikat some the way where bami helping come helping mo this Mary in the community or no. So that's why one plus to misanaplo contest the council election.
Now the workshop that was all facilitating where you come along and talking about budgeting and management, organizing, all this little technical expertise that you need him in order to conduct one good election of free violence, any other issues at all, just a good and clean, nice election. Now you come sit down here. Was it helpful? Like you feel most want him really equipping you?
Yes. I feel most of this 3 days workshop and helping me plant this thread. There's something where me like contest, but I hope me make him a campaign message blumia. Me have to prepare me at first time me go talk. So me must have a kind of some strength to me, weakness to me. Now opportunities that task risk. So all this time me have to saw before lo prepare me at lo me go na me talk like as a young Mary me la contest the council election na me la go talk me must think good past time lo because you get plenty well but against me all stuff because the male dominated area me blon Mary no supposed to come up lo like leadership on na but release him nothing lo me so me have to prepare so this the workshop help me plant this threat na me amas me so thank you strat lo you and only help me on this like knowledge or skills so go back for me prepare me lo well this election I'm fight against the old man now so me thank you strat.
So it was timely that you attended.
Yes.
So you school?
Yeah, school.
When in grade?
Me no completing school, me grade 10. Losing me drop out of sense of me. No come to the school but me, but
you can be able to speak English, speak pidgin, you can write.
Yeah.
Well, leadership is all about now demand established so you are in a better position to become a councillor.
Thank you.
Okay, just before me losing you, was this your first time attending like a workshop or Miss we got some workshop where or voice of change also where running inside the Juaka province where there's a group that they also do the same thing. So did you attend one block this lab?
Yes. Lo, you inside them now first time do me lo come attending. But voice for change them now how me sanat me talk na now this leadership do me come up visible na now me la go la council election and through the voice for change. Maybe the same empowerment, the voice for change. Because me got this young woman leadership program funded by IWDA International Women's Development Agency in Australia. Also running all skills training, all training when we plan kind of gender-based violence, peace building, leadership training, all that we building me plan as we are now today. Awesome. So I think I'm big thank you start your voice for change. Although now we said partner one time you went to lo this leadership don't come visible as I am planning now to contest the council election now. So we feel confident and through the voice for change.
So any last remarks, acknowledgement to the facilitators?
Yeah, I think most of the participants, I think we have to big thank you all UN team, all Australian High Commissioner sa Australian Government rep na wala community development. Donc Papua New Guinea or staff no been running this workshop and me help me big plus threat na me to big plus thank you threat. Suppose mi plan oga dispa kaya na mi no sa au ba mi plan go na contest lo cancel election o sa mi plan now mi feeling mo sa confidence threat na mi plan prepare ready lo go lo dispa cancel election. So mi to big plus thank you threat bala ni plan is something threat.
Wish you all the best, and if you come home, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, you may arin pinis long narpla wantok Mary lo Chiwaka province. We said like contest long election and story pinis na yumi kat Kim Papas so emi blong ungay bena insat long Eastern Highlands Province and one blong also participant we emi kam stop lo Kiminiga Hotel lo display training ipin kama plongan o workshop o liksim longan so. How are you? Are you feeling okay?
Yes.
You feeling confident?
Yes.
Mr. Ashley Tikil was talking about, building confidence.
Yes.
Hope you are confident right now.
Yes, I am.
Okay, tell me, how you gonna go?
Okay. I decided to contest because I saw that there's something lacking in my district. Even we have leaders there. The main thing that I would like to do when I win this election is to do up a database management. I want to know exactly who is where and what is where in my district so that when I have data, then I can be able to bring developments accordingly to what I have in my district. Why I'm intending to contest, there's only 3 things that I'd like to improve when I win this election, and that is to improve the governance, which the data collection is one of them, and then to empower economic in the districts, and also I'd like to bring community development into my district, because I see that there's a lot of need in these areas.
We just heard from LLC President and Deputy Governor of Western Highlands. He was saying that the councillor is not to do with something to do with some little court cases at the community level or cross court or to do with contributions at the funeral or bride price ceremony or kind of thing. But the expectation from the people is different. We are all given mandated as the same as the elected members of parliament, but our expectations, the way we see councillors is different. And they're saying that there's no money, there's no funding, and we're just getting credits here and there, and it's like work me play less. So do you like to take up the risk?
Yes, I'd like to, because with the expertise that I have, I'd like to empower my community economically by doing businesses, and then I'd like to bring development by establishing CBOs to get funding from donors and international funders to improve my energy.
Plenty of Bush Councillor stuff, but it looks like you're speaking in English, so tell me about the education level.
Okay. Me finished law, Divine Word and project management. Yes.
And then what happened? You were like public servant before?
I worked with the bank and then went on to work with PNG Institute of Medical Research for about 15 years. And then I resigned, and now I am serving as a volunteer looking after Women's Association in Eastern Highlands. Doing their businesses through a holding company, trying to empower women so that by 27, I'd like to make sure we sponsor some women in to contest elections.
Now, what area that you were contesting in Ungay Bena?
Okay, Ungay Bena and Lower Bena, Ward 5.
Ward 5. Good one. All right, tell me something about the workshop that you attended now. Was it really helpful?
Yes, it was. With the knowledge that Mipla got, what they presented enhanced what we already know and kind of refresh some things that we already know, some we do not know, and some we would have overlooked. All come school plus so that people look survey, and then I'll put into climate change presentation come inside, which I'm helping people looking the impacts and one of the challenges that we women are facing, especially in the rural areas. So I'm helping me plant more look survey this plus to that. Suppose me come up leader, you look to this last side.
What specific area that you were really, only touching you straight away, something you've been lacking since then?
Okay, the thing that really helped me was targeting my voters. Targeting my voters and the geographical aspect of it. So I must know what kind of people I have in my ward, when I can age, when I can see, all these other things that we must survey before we contest.
Any word of acknowledgement to the facilitators here?
Oh yes, I would really like to thank the UN Women, the Community Development, and whoever the Australian High Com and the other partners that all come together funding this plan and all helping me all very strong in me plan. Give me plan is la confidence. Now one time this last survey backside lo me plan we can confidently go out there and campaign. Now try best lo me plan winning this elections.
Before I leave you, what will be your message to the women population out there, not only in Eastern Islands, Western Islands, or Joaka, but Papua New Guinea? Election them come. What must they do?
Firstly, for the contestants, I'd like us to campaign in a different way. We mustn't campaign like men, and we mustn't campaign against men or the sitting leaders. But we must campaign in a very different way. And then for the women out there, let's rise up so that let's make a difference. Because we are the very ones who are suffering more back at our wards and villages and communities.
In Eastern Islands, generally, do men care about women?
Men do care, but then we have this culture of men being higher than women. We're still affected some way or the other.
Like other islands provinces?
Yes.
Thank you so much talking to you, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we have been listening to two of the participants to Plol Mary come talk to us feedback long 3 or 4 days workshop on UN Women plus Department of Community Development, religion under the Office for the Development of Women. Only come stop this plus conducting Highlands Regional Workshop, and at the same time this workshop I'm only conducting long all 4 regions, Plimilo country, Papua New Guinea, and this is for the Highlands region. Now, we have Maki Mouse all participants. We have Lal and Robert, which are the Maki Department for Community Development and Religion under the Office for the Development of Women, and also Maki the UN Women. Now, and by giving talk to Yumi, how did you see the participants? Were they all happy? Did they were like active, or surprisingly you looking for something all been sour, but after when they gone through the workshop, they will feel that they were really informed and put them on maybe gear 5 or gear 3 on the road.
For the one before I start in PNG, we see that it's a male-dominated country. Yeah, we do have our rules and regulations to support our women, and we do have equally rules and responsibilities for both men and women. But particularly, we usually men usually dominate our customs, our land, our services, our products. Where we usually dominate. Therefore, in partnership with UN Women, as I represent my department for community development. Under the good secretary Jerry Upase, and under that Office of Women Development, my good director Miss Nenji Kavo, me and Miss Najolen Tumul, we in partnership with UN Women, we came together to facilitate the women, the islands women, to how can they gives address to the community. How can they inspire the audience to make them as a leader? Yeah.
So, workshop, how did you see them? Were they really active? Like all topics where you presented, like something new to them?
No. It's not new thing to them. It's already when we want to present something, have something there. That's all of them installed. This woman, Highlands women, they grow up with leadership. Let me say like that. They grow up with leadership qualities. So they spoke on the when we tried to facilitate them. They were speaking, not us. And they were very impressed about the upcoming election. They will be going for this upcoming election. So they were impressed. Yeah.
So, were you all able to, present everything that you had in your plan before coming here? Everything is just delivered?
Yes, everything just delivered, and they all are happy, I think. Yeah.
So, like, as a young man, you have a mother, you have a sister, and you have a female population back at your community and your council ward, and me too. But now, looking at this, like I know, before we used to think that councillor is something belong old man, leaders something belong old man where somebody can become governor or member. But now you see that women are, trying to get in and saying that we also want to be a leader. And you as men or young men sitting there, how we're feeling all about?
This one, it's good that we can. It's good that we can. At least boost both men and women together to go for leadership, if it is in a leadership role, so that women can become a councillor. If men can do it, then women can become a councillor. If women can sit in bigger offices, then leadership is just all about saving people. So it's both women can do it. Yeah.
So you had some sympathy or some sorry also, or you feel that you're feeling proud that they're coming in. The barrier is already broken.
Yes. I feel proud of that. If the woman can become a councillor, if women can become leaders, then I think that our country will be changing. Because in our country, I said already that our country is a male-dominated country, and the corruption is still increasing. The stealing is still going on.
Like back in the Department of Community Development, and after hearing from the Deputy Provincial Administrator saying about the women feeling confidence and having confidence in themselves before going out, and there are a couple of women out there, millions, thousands, hundreds, they're having that confidence in one community levels. If they want to contest, what will be your message to general public in Papua New Guinea? How can they, approach? Can they give them the mandate?
Yes, I can tell them to give the mandate to the women so that they can if they rule, we can see, so that they can rule the nation well. Yeah. Because it's a woman that woman, a good woman in the house, then they can support the men to become a leader. Then the supporter can become if the supporter can become a leader, then there's no problem in that.
As the Department of Community Development, on behalf of the government of Papua New Guinea and people of Papua New Guinea, once you say yes, as a responsible department, UN comes in, Australian government comes in, any other partners, development partners comes in. But when you say no, it stops there. So now it looks like UN come in and Australian government fund him, you play Copas. So any word of thank you to organizations or the Australian government and UN Women?
Yeah, for this one, let me say thank you very much for UN and Australian government in partnership with us, the Department of Community Development, to boosting our girls and women in the country to at least come up into the stage where the men are right now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wantamju. Mr. Lalan Robert, before you, any last word of remarks and encouragement to women population and the participants here, long how they can go back and, actively utilize what they've learned?
For that one, I can say, they can go for win. win for whichever electorate or whichever electorate or council wards or presidential seat, when they come from, they can win for that seats to look after the nation, I mean, in the communities and the surroundings as well. Yeah.
All right. I think thank you, Mr. Do you have anything to say before I leave you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Mr. Lalan Robert, Department for Community Development and Religion under the Office for the Development of Women. Emi Kamstab and the Mipla along this timely interview. Thank you.
Your training here, I understand, is for those of you who are interested in contesting the local level government elections. Now, not only local level government, but also for other leadership positions in the political arena, especially to do with the national government and other areas. So that's the interest shown. As you all know, we have a male dominant society, but the barriers have to be broken, and we have to accept, and we have to promote, and we have to ensure that we have equal representation on all decision-making bodies and organizations. And in doing so, I think most of our organizations, boards are advocating that, and they're implementing that with school board of governors, with the other board of governors and all that. But with the LLG, the power is with the people. And I think you've been strategizing on how best you can convince the people to vote for you. And your campaign strategies, platforms, and how you can organize your campaign managers, and how you can convince the people, how you can convince, first of all, your husbands. So they have to believe in you. If the husband doesn't believe in you, so you have to make them believe in you. You must do some things that will build the confidence in you. So what I'm going to deliver today is about yourself and building confidence in yourself as a leader. Leadership is all about building yourself. It starts with you and you alone. Leadership starts building leadership qualities, doing the right things, saying the right things, being at the right place, and leading by example, building your credibility, ethics. It has to start with you. And it's not an overnight thing. You have to build it over time. And it's not easy. You have to commit yourself. Sometimes you have to go to the extreme of accepting some things that you never wanted to accept in your life. But you have to do it so you can be able to build that confidence. So the subject is confidence. The confidence that you need to build in yourself as a leader. And first of all, the confidence of your immediate family, your children and your husband. The leadership that you display in your house, in your small household. The children have to believe in you. The husband has to believe in you. Then the extended family, they have to believe in your leadership. They have to have confidence in your leadership. First of all, in the things that you do, especially with the best place to build that confidence is in the church. If you are a member of the churches, involving church activities, so your family is part of the church, your husband is part of the church. And sometimes it's very hard to tame the husband because sometimes they different all kinds of interests. But still then, they still must have confidence in you, regardless of all the other things that they do. So then you build the confidence in your community, being there in the community activities, the ethics, the ethical part of your conduct, of your life. So when you build confidence in yourself, one or two people believe in you, they have confidence in you. Then you have the family that has confidence in you. Then you have the community that has confidence in you. And then over time, many people will have confidence in you. And when many people have confidence in you, that's the time you become a real leader. So If the community does not have confidence in you and you want to become a leader, then these are the very people who will vote you. So how can you vote? How can they vote you when they don't have confidence in you? So it starts with yourself, having confidence in yourself, doing the right things, and being ethical. If you're a public servant, being ethical. If you are a village leader, being ethical, doing the right things, saying the right things, supporting the right things. So people start feeling confident in you. And when you put your hands up to become a councillor, everybody will naturally, our voting system is 3, so preferential voting, so they'll at least give you one and you come home as a councillor. That's basically the message that I'd like to leave. That's the way I see. And when the community has confidence over you, you maintain that all the time, and you die with it. So you become a real leader in the community. That's not only for ladies, but also for men. The people must have confidence in the leadership that people provide in the family, in the community, in the LNG, in the province, and as a country. When people have confidence in a leader, it's very difficult to beat a leader. So that's basically the message, and I hope UN has given you a lot. And what I'm just saying is a summary of what I think you should become. And when women become leaders, they are very good leaders because they can manage the house, they can manage the family, with or without the men. They can manage the whole community and they can manage the whole country. We have had a good number of women represented as a national parliament, and the barriers have already been broken. You only have to have confidence in yourself to contest and become leaders in our region. And women make a lot of difference. In our churches, I also see women taking the lead in organizing church activities, and the women taking the lead in almost all the things, all the activities that we do in the communities, in the families, in the communities, and also in the province. So it is fitting that we have UN to run this training when we have the LFG elections just around the corner. I know it has been postponed for some months to August, I think. But I wish you all the best in your endeavors to contest for the LFG elections, and I hope you will. My words of encouragement in having confidence in yourself can bring you far, not only with LFG elections, but in business, in other things that you want to do. With this, thank you. Thank you for that.
A round of applause, please. Thank you so much, respected SB Kikil from Hotel Highlands Provincial Administration. A lot of encouraging, powerful words. I would not repeat what you very insightfully already shared, but thank you so much for being here with us. We are really delighted that you could make time for us, join us and rally with us for women's leadership. I really like the point you mentioned. Leadership begins with yourself, to have confidence. I guess that is what we have been practicing here for the last 3 days, trying to come together, support each other. And we really count on you and Western Highlands Provincial Administration to lead by example and be the champion in ensuring gender equality and empowerment of women. Not just during LLG, but beyond, like we said. Thank you again for your time on behalf of UN Women, our colleagues from the FCDR, and also Australian High Commission. Thank you so much again for joining us. Over now, we also have our colleague Matthew Anderku. Apologies if I did not pronounce it correctly. Manager of Law and Order from Western Highlands Provincial Administration. Let's welcome dear Matthew for remarks as well.
Thank you, Charlie, the team from UN, and also from the Department of Community Development. Yes, we're correcting that. Okay, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to stand in front of you, female folks here, the leaders of tomorrow and today. I think I don't have much to say. What we're here for, and just to witness a close up and what has been discussed here. I'd like to say that I'd like to commend for UN team for taking this opportunity to look into women in leadership. Women in leadership, especially I managed to look at the LNG office, but mostly I don't see women. Women are the most powerful leaders that we have. What I see in the islands, we male usually dominate in any occasion. In occasions, we used to repress. We don't see their rights. They have more to say. Women are more powerful. As what Madhivili said, I look after village courts. In inspections, in the induction trainings, we get on board women. We normally have 11 to make up for one village court, and the ladies required. I remember, in that, there are 3 or 4 women who are magistrates. They are really powerful. When they come to office, I know they have something to say. They will report me exactly. But for the male, they can give us false reports. They don't frankly tell me. I always believe in women. They say exactly, to be a leader, I used to tell them, in any aspects, in any field, to be a leader, it starts at home. It starts right in the family. That's I believe. And all my inspections, I used to tell them, it doesn't start at the blessing seat. On social occasions, you stand there and talk, it doesn't start there. It starts right in the family. That's where I believe. That's why I used to advise them. A leader can't say the other thing and live a different life. He can't say, he can't make awareness on the community and say, okay, people, alcohol is a problem, or drug is a problem, and he goes around. He goes around entertaining with alcohol. I don't believe in these leaders. I believe in the leadership of a woman. I just want to be there. Barack Obama was speech before he went up on a stage and give a powerful speech. He said, I would like to congratulate a powerful woman with me, Michelle Obama. That was very powerful. I thought he had a leadership. He's the president. But he said, there's a powerful woman in the back of me. I would like to commend. I believe in the statement. I believe in the statement. Leadership starts at home. If you become a leader, the province will change. I believe it. The country as a whole. Leadership starts right in the house, and you make that home. The leadership starts with you. And I believe that. You have a potential. You have a potential. God has created equally. Sometimes we seem to be having a top hand, you see. But a powerful man to speak in a public gathering, to have a leadership, there is always a woman. So that shows that leadership starts with a woman. A woman makes a leader, and why not we keep them a leader now? If men can testify and say that a good woman in the house, it makes me a leader. Correct. This time, what I'm saying here is to say that let's try a woman now. It's coming from a good woman in the house. Let's give them the fair opportunity. And the leaders starts with the woman. With that, I trust. There's confidence in you. It all starts at home, and we believe it. And I want to see, I know Highlands getting here, but I want to see, especially in Western Highlands, there must be some women elected to council, and I want to see their face in the LNG office, and they have to make it. And it's my prayer that this time we have equal rights. And sometimes women forget that we come from a woman, and women are very powerful. Thank you. With that, nothing much to say. I commend your trainings here. Thank you very much, the team, for empowering our Highland women. As a host province, we thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to have you around. Thank you.
A round of applause, please. Thank you so much, respected Matthew and the Manager Law and Order, for that powerful message. And just reiterating what you said, let's believe in women, because empowering women is not just about women alone, it is about empowering our household, community, and nation. Thank you so much. We are so glad we have partners like you in the Western Highlands Provincial Administration, and we can really count on you, your encouragement and support for our wonderful women leaders. Thank you again for both of your time. We are really happy to have you here. Let's give a round of applause again for our distinguished guest here from Western Highlands Provincial Administration. Applause, please. We still have some sections left in our training, so we'll continue with that. But given the busy schedules of our guests here, maybe we can have a group picture now.
We have people, I don't know, 2, 3 hours.